What's going on, guys? Maul, Stone Good, Riddlebox, and Fortune here with Jackalmen Games, here with Andrew Cox, the first place winner of the Miami Regional for 2019. How you feeling, man, first of all?
Pretty good, man. It's been a long day. We were up at 6 and we drove down here, played a lot of Destiny. Not the matchups I was looking for. It's been a rough day, but proud for the car and the team to take it 1-2 today. Our third buddy went top 16, so it was definitely a successful day.
Awesome. Well, let's see what you were playing today.
Have you seen this deck before?
Wow. No, I haven't. I'm just kidding.
Very, very innovative.
So Andrew, what actually led you to bring this here today to play?
It was a long process. The team, the Hyperloops team specifically, put in a lot of playtesting this week. I think we had 3 guys that had regionals today. We went through a lot of decks. We refined a lot of decks and got them to places, and then just they didn't feel like they were the right choice. Ultimately, I think about Wednesday, we had kind of, at least I had settled on I was going to play mill. I brought both 2-wide and 3-wide to the tournament, and it was kind of just like whatever my gut told me when I walked in the door. We played a lot of the 2-wide mill mirrors, and they felt very, very like luck festy. There wasn't a lot of like decisions that were impactful. It just felt like whoever got the upgrades at the right time was winning, and I hate playing games like that, and knowing there was going to be 2-wide mill mirrors, I just didn't want to have multiple matches where it didn't feel like I could impact the game. So ultimately our goal was, can we make 3-wide good enough to split games versus 2-wide, and then we have a plus matchup versus the field. And I think throughout our testing and some of the interesting tech cards we added, we got there. I played 5 games against 2-wide today, and I went 3-2. So that's right on game point. So
one of those was with me, and I hated every minute of it. Only because
you hated it.
One, because it was against you, and 2, I just hate any mill mirror match because it's cancer. So
it's a lot of math.
There is a lot of math involved. So let's get into this sweet tech fest that you have.
Where do you want to start?
You choose.
All right, let's start with the upgrades, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so the staple 2-ofs are pretty easy. The 2 force jumps, that's a no-brainer. We upped that from 1 from Gen Con, just obviously against Vader. It's a blowout. 2 pod racers is again pretty obvious. Just insanely good with Anakin.
You don't win the game without that card.
Absolutely, you're not wrong. We did go to 2 EMPs. I did play one of these at Nationals, up to 2. The die sides are all just really, really insanely good. I played no vehicles all day, and I was never sad to have it.
I actually had a couple of conversations with some mill players here. They totally forgot to keep using it for a discard side. I'm like, what do you do?
Right. Like, and just having a 2 discard side on 1 die opens up a lot of avenues that you don't have on your other dice. It's the only 2 discard we have in the deck.
Yep.
Or there's one more, but in the standard deck.
Yeah.
So that's just really good. It also obviously helps immensely with the vehicle matchups.
Sure.
Then the 1 Maz's Goggles has been there since the start. The special is insanely good to just pull. I pulled a Hyperspace in the Han Kira matchup. And then the focus sides are just really, really good. As a one-of, since it's unique, it's a nice extra to have. The 2 interesting ones that we went with, we had originally pulled the barterings out, but we did put 1 back in. We found we just needed more discard sides to be able to close against 2-wide mill. And the value of this is just immense. It has 3 resource sides. Which this deck is very poor, so it's helpful to just have it helpful to have a 1 cost that can get you the money back. And then an interesting one we just put in was Ascension Gun. So this is a 1-of. Again, so we played 2 1-of upgrades here, mostly to play around Flames. Again, that's a card that's really big in the mirror, and we just needed more discard sides. You notice there are no meditations. Those were cut for some events that we had put in that kind of do a little bit of the same thing.
Right.
But we wanted to play a little bit around Flames, so we have 3 1-ofs. And then just the extra upgrade cards let us close out games against 2-wide. The special does the same thing that Med does. It's able to chain off of Clandestines and Yoda specials. And with our Med Center Battlefield, healing 2 is really good.
Every time.
Yeah, so the 1 focus, the 2 discard, the special are all really live sides. But yeah, it was mostly just to get more discard sides on our dice. We found ourselves able to get ahead of 2-wide mill, but they would just be faster and easier to close on us. So that was really solid all day.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on to the next.
Sure. All right. So I guess going along with that, since we're talking about the meditations, we'll go with the mill cards. So 2 clandestines are just obviously really good. Blowout. Like even just, I would never hesitate to just play them on the 2 Yoda dice if we can do that. Just 1 resource to get 2 cards off the top is pretty solid. But obviously the upside there is for way more than that. It works with, I think, almost all of our upgrades.
I think
basically not Pod Racer doesn't have a special. But even like you can do it on resources. I did it multiple times. You can do it on discard. Like there's a lot of things you can work with it. So then we have the replacements for meditation is strength or weakness. So
that card was brutal when you played it against me. I was like, oof.
So it's an extra resource over meditation, but it equates to 2 meditation resolves. The big reason we went with this is Leia has the ability to just get out and take your whole hand. So we needed cards that were impactful on action 1 of the turn. And a lot of times we go into the next round with 3 resources, so it wasn't hard to find the resources to play it. But just being able to play this action 1 before Leia can take your entire hand and basically scoop an entire round was really important. We originally were, as of last night, I was 1 strength and 1 meditation, but I walked in and seemed like there were a lot of Yoda Leia buzz, so I made the quick morning of change to put 2 of these back in. That's not very great in a lot of like the aggro or other matchups, but against the 2-wide matchup, it's invaluable to have 4 big mill cards. You just have to have ways to get value and keep up.
Yeah, for sure.
The other utility cards is 1 of Vandalize and 1 of Flames. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Because we're running 2 EMPs, the Flames, one Flame seemed good enough. It's really there for Vader's Fist. I would love to have 2. There's just not enough spots. And the utility that the EMP grenades give you is really good. And then 1 of Vandalize just for random things, speeds, cubes, holocrons.
I know that in the mill mirror match or any kind of match against mill, like the force speeds, getting rid of force speeds or anything that puts them ahead.
Tarkin Snoke, this card's invaluable. You can get rid of almost all of our upgrades. So it's just a really solid card to have as a 1-of.
Yeah, that's super solid.
Yep. Other 2 stable cards, I guess these should have gone on the upgrades, but 2 Force Illusions, 2 Second Chances, not much needed to say there. Those are both amazing cards that I'm sure not a lot of people will miss once rotation hits.
I'm going to miss them.
I'm not going to miss them.
I'll be okay with them going.
I didn't play Force Illusion, but like 1 time all day.
This hit 8 damage against Tarkin Snoke and allowed me to grind out the game. Yeah, it was pretty big. Alright, then the mitigation suite. There's nothing too crazy here. 2 pacifies, 2 hidden motives, obviously are just the best zeros in the game. We're pretty poor, so having some efficient zeros, especially against Vader, is really good. 2 easy pickings with 2 yellow characters. Again, not much to say there. We did, for some time, we had 2 garbage chutes, but as we were trying to find room to put the utility and the mill cards and then more upgrades in, we went back down to 1. But 2 garbage chutes is really good in the meta.
Yes.
It's just, with 2-wide being so prevalent, it's a super dead card. And having dead removal, that's one of the ways you get ahead in the mill mirror, is getting efficient removal.
Yes.
So then, going to that, 2 Entangle, 2 Beguile. Again, these cards are blowout, especially in the mill mirror.
I feel like Entangle, like while Vader was running super rampant before like the mill,
we were down to 1.
Yeah, like it was either 1 or none because like it was so bad.
Super dead in so many matchups. All the Vader matchups, all the Fist matchups, Entangle just does nothing. But there's enough,
dice.
Right? Which I did entangle a Fist Eye to save Yoda once today. You gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, against any Yoda deck, a lot of the aggro decks, this card is just too insane to not run 2 of. It just blows out the mill mirror for you, and then 2 Beguile is also just good in every match. This is probably the most consistently good card.
Okay. Kevin, did you have any questions about the deck?
No, I'm good.
Ashton?
I mean, everything makes a lot of sense. So back to like upgrades. So the EMP was just like so clutch. Like I felt like everything about that is so good, and it's so nice to see that card come back. So I mean, I love to see that, and the gun. So I was pretty excited to see that. That was spicy.
The Ascension gun was a little spicy. That was a Bobby Sapphire special.
I really
Sounds like
like
something.
package.
You know what I think? I think the EMP grenade was a Bobby Sapphire special at Nationals too. I will say, I think I was the first person to play this at any like prominent tournament playing it at Nationals.
So those are like the spicy texts that I feel that are like something that's very useful right now that a lot of people are going to try to experiment.
It's a lot of really good sides. Yeah, playing with the upgrade package was a lot of what we were trying to do. But yeah, it just felt pretty good. Like we were getting rid of the meds, we wanted some other stuff that we could put in there.
Fortune, did you have anything that you wanted to add or ask?
Yeah, you had mentioned that you thought the mill mirror matchup against the 2-wide was really like luck swinging. Do you think that there's anything particularly that you could change about the deck list to make that any better for you? Or is
So
it just too fast?
I was speaking specifically 2-wide versus 2-wide.
Gotcha.
I think that mirror felt just super luck swingy based on draws, and there wasn't a lot we could find based on builds and playstyle that we could do to positively affect that without seriously hurting yourself against the field. So that's where we went to try to tech out 3-wide, because 3-wide has a plus matchup against everything in the field. It just has a better matchup than 2-wide against everything, I think. So if we could get the 2-wide matchup, which used to be abysmal, to just 50-50, we felt this was the right choice. So.
And you guys accomplished that, obviously going 3-2. What was your final record throughout the day?
So I ended Swiss 4-2, finished in 8th, so just squeaked in. And then I was 2-1 in the top 8, and then 2-0 in the top 4. So what is that? 4, 8. You're making me do math on camera. 8 and
so 10 and 2,
8-3, 8-3.
or 8-3. I can't.
My question is did you use any beard oil conditioner before you started the regional tournament today?
I did put some beard oil in last night.
My man.
You got to keep the itchiness down during these long days.
That is very true. It gets real spicy up in here.
That's the real secret to it.
Beard oil and the hat.
Right.
It
Well,
works.
guys, this has been Millionaires, being played by Andrew Cox, who just got first place, like I said, at the Miami Regional.
Back to back.
Back to back. We appreciate
next year.
we appreciate your time, and we appreciate you letting us look at this awesome deck and the awesome text that you guys came up with over at the Hyperloops. And we appreciate your guys' support on the stream and everything that
Anytime, man, of course.
that you did for us today.
Thank you guys for putting on the stream.
Yeah.
I think everyone was able to enjoy it.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, but mostly thanks to Ashton for setting it all up. and
Absolutely.
everything. But yeah, well, we hope that you have a safe travel home, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see you guys.
Later.